It's your boy DJ Trez.
You're in the mix with MBM Sessions.
Been rocking out with the Rane one. Been rocking out with the Rane 72 mixer with the two Rane 12s for a minute. Thinking about going Pioneer, but it's been a minute since your boy been back on a Pioneer board. So I'm trying to figure out which Pioneer should I lean towards. Before I was rocking with the DDJ 800. This was around 2018, 2019, rocking with the DDJ 800 and the DDJ 1000. Not the SRT, just the regular 1000. I've been looking at this Rev-7, but the Rev-7 costs more than the Rane 1. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. I'm trying to figure out, and it looks like the Rane Performer is way bigger than the Rev-7. I see he have the 18 minute pro. Let's see what he's talking about, man.
Just make life a little easier. Like for instance, like I said before, I love the silent cue here in the sensor, but I would love it more if there was a dedicated sensor here. There is a dedicated sensor here. The silent cue is right here for both sides. Everything is kind of here. The key is out of the way. I'm not going to just randomly accidentally hit the key, which I did on this guy because the keys are right here. But there are some benefits. The beat jump being right here, dedicated buttons with the ability to switch the beat parameters.
So that Rane Performer
here.
looking a little fire.
You cannot do that on this board. Yeah, you can try to MIDI map a beat jump, but now you're losing something. Here's the thing. You know, Serato has always had this built in where you can double your loop roll with the beat jumps. And that's kind of how I have it. So I got my beat jump right here. But that's an extra step. If I'm in my cues and I'm hitting the things and I want to do an instant double and then automatically go to a beat jump, I got to go to the roll. I got to make sure that this is where it is because sometimes they change. And then I got to activate it. On this one,
we have to do that on the Rane 1 as well.
Also, we have all of our stem stuff all broken out, which is fantastic on here. But the one thing that it doesn't have, and that is the ability to have them right in front of your face. Yes, you have the acapella and you have the instrumental and you got the stem and you got the stem effects, etc. But just being able to mix a track and then, I don't know, you just want to remove the bass line during your transition. I can just hit that button right here. One button. If I want to do that here, if I want to remove the bass line, I got to go to stems and now I got to hit the button. That's 2 clicks as opposed to 1 click. Yes, you do have the instance here and that's great for a quick button. I love that. But I do prefer to have the stems all kind of active because these are the things that we're using all the time. I'm not necessarily going to acapella all the time or going to instrumental all the time, although I do love it. So I can, you know, clear out a word or a bad word or something. I can just get rid of it real quick. Like that's a great, great feature. This is the tough one because I do love the layout. I love everything that they got set up here. I love the stem layout and all the stem split stuff. It makes it really easy to get to. But, you know, that is a little bit of an issue. The pitch faders being off to the side versus battle style, that is completely subjective. I do prefer them up here. I think it allows it to be a little smaller. It's not as bad on this one. On the Rane 1, I thought the pitch faders were in a horrible position because it was already so cramped. This one is as big as it is. I don't have a problem with it. Because they both have good points and bad points, I'm going to say this is even. And the funny thing about it is, I'm going to give them both 3 points. But the funny thing about it is, the Rev came out before stems. So a lot of the things that we're talking about here that we've made work is just having the forethought to put the cues right up here. Because again, battle style controller, meaning I want my hot cues here. Maybe I want to keep my rolls active here or my sampler here. And then I can still go to my hot cues all over here. Because it's battle style. They want you to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. It's still the same here. You're still doing a whole bunch of stuff, but it's just what they want you to focus on is different than what the Rev does. So they're both even in my book. They're just a little different both ways. Next, jogs. There are a lot of similarities to it. As a matter of fact, they're pretty much the same as far as their movements, as far as everything they do. I will say this, it feels like the torque on the Rane is a little bit stronger than on the Rev. And that could be just the difference between having a newer jog and an older jog. 2 years versus, brand new. It's a little bigger also too. We're talking millimeters, but it is a little bigger. So you get a little more surface area to it. Now, the one thing I have noticed comparing both of them now is that.
So I wonder, when people like review these turntables and these controllers, do they go to Guitar Center and buy and then review it and take it back and get the money back, or because I would be mad. That is crazy if companies are sending like people equipment like every single time something drop. You would have to have a lot of storage for that shit. So I'm thinking, like, do people go buy this shit, review it, then take it back, get a refund, or?
The screen color is more vibrant on the Rev. And also, you know that we can change the layout. So we have this one for this. We have this one, which definitely looks better than this guy. And then let's move to the next one. This is your album art. And same thing, although they have the WAV file on theirs. There's no WAV file on this one. But the biggest thing, in my opinion,
get the new iPhone 17 Pro and iPad and Apple One, all for $0.
That's real nice.
Logo. No logo. I think that was a misstep on Rane's part.
Put your logo
they really need to figure out how to do a firmware update and put that logo in, because there's a lot of people like me that love the logo in there. But you do have navigation on the jog, which is something you can't do on the Rev.
Like the Rane 72.
And because of that, it's a wash. They both get 3 points. Faders. You guys know I'm a fan of the Rev crossfader. I think the Magville Fader Pro is a very, very good fader, especially right out of the box. You don't even have to go aftermarket. It's just a good fader. The up faders are fine. I don't believe that they're Magville, but they still feel really, really good. The Mag 4, I've never liked the Mag 4. In all honesty, it's always just been okay to me. But this one feels better. They've made some tweaks, some quirks, some reinforcements, and the faders are really, really good. I would say, I don't think they're better, but I think they're right on par. And I think they're both really good faders now. So I'm gonna give both of these a 3 on the faders. I think they're both very, very good. Sound. Now, this is a point of contention for a lot of you Rane loyalists that always tell me that the Rane sound is amazing. It's just better than everything out in there in the world. And the Rev is, it's just mediocre.
I don't know, man. On that Rane 1, the microphone, the input, it's kind of low. I'm not sure if it's just my Rane 1 or I have ran into another DJ that had that problem with their microphone and their microphone input. So,
and I've always said the same thing. It's not that the Rane sound is so much better or the Rev is so poor. It's that the Rane has more color to it and the Rev is more transparent. Okay, we're on the Rev right now. Rane. Rev. Rane. Now, again, like I said, difference in color. Sound, output, volume, fullness, all sound the same. They both sound great. I'm giving them both a 3. The effects. This is the one.
MBM sessions, man. Shout out to DJ Cleveland Terry, man. I've been following this guy for a brick, man. So shout out to my guy, man. I've been following, man, and like every single board he get, I kind of like, all this right here I probably done purchased because this guy has, Shout out to Cleveland Terry, man.